So arcs and central angles. First of all, do you know what is an arc? First, we'll define what is an arc.
I feel like I don't like I've heard like the shape, but like not like geometry wise.
Mhm. Okay. Arc is just the portion of a circle. So if you have this circle, and if I just take a little portion of the circle, well, this is an arc.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Even the portion which is left, like this portion, this is also an arc. So arc is nothing but a portion of the circle. Okay. Now, if you see in number 1 and 2, it says name the arc made by the given angle. So you have angle FQE, FQE. Okay.
Mhm.
So we have to name the arc which is made by this angle. So that is this arc. Okay. So we will write FE, and to write arcs, we draw this symbol on top of FE. Wherever, like you see here, you have this symbol.
Yeah.
That means they are saying arc ML. So this is called arc FE.
Mhm.
Okay. And number 2, if you see, can you name the arc which is made by angle 1?
Arc HL.
Oh, that's an I. Yes. So
Oh.
HI. Okay, good. Now the next concept is the concept of central angles. Your central angles are those angles which are made by an arc. So they are made by an arc, and their vertex is the center of the circle. The vertex will be the center of the circle. Okay. So all of these, they are central angles. This angle FQE, this is central angle because it is made by an arc. Okay. And this vertex is the center of the radius.
Uh,
So in number 3 and 4, we have to name the central angle of the given arc. Can you name the angle of arc NL?
of R and L. Would that be the one?
Yes, just this angle. So angle 1.
Mhm.
Okay. And number 4, can you name the angle of
Angle
arc NL? Hmm?
angle Q.
Angle Q. Yes. So we can say angle MQL. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Then there is a concept of major and minor arc. So let's say you have a circle that is a terrible circle. I'll get a circle from the shapes available. So this is a circle, and let's say I'm taking an arc. Let's say that this point is A and this point is B. If I ask you which one is the arc AB, see, your arc AB can be this. It can be also this arc, like from A to B. This is also arc AB.
Wait,
But
why?
because what is an arc? Arc is a portion of the circle, right? So
Hmm.
I can take this portion or the other portion. But one of these arcs is a smaller arc, right? This one. Both of them have name AB, okay? But one of them is smaller and one of them is bigger. The green one is smaller and the white one is bigger. So the arc that looks smaller is called minor arc AB. You will read it as minor arc AB. And the arc which is bigger, it is major arc AB.
Okay.
Both of them, the names are same. This is also arc AB. This is also arc AB. But one is minor and one is major. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you see number 6, so the question says if an angle is given, name the arc. If an arc is given, then name the central angle. So if you see number 6, you have to write the name of the major arc for angle 1. Angle 1 is this.
Mhm.
We have to tell its major arc.
So the major arc would be BA.
BA. So do you mean this?
Yeah.
No, this will be the minor arc. See,
Oh, wait.
this is. Mhm.
So wait, I'm confused.
It's okay. See, so we just learned that major arc will be the bigger one. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, see, if you see angle 1, you would think that this one is the major arc. But which one do you think looks bigger? The red one or the blue one?
Oh, the blue one.
Yes. So when they're asking for the major arc, they're asking about the blue one, and its name will be BCA. So you will
Oh,
say BCA. If in this question they had asked for the minor arc, then we would say BA. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Next is the concept of measuring the central angles and the arcs. Okay. So first I'll explain the concept. Measuring the arcs and the angles.
Mhm.
So let's take a circle. Okay. Now, whenever you see a central angle, what is a central angle?
The center angle is the one that's like in the center, and it's the one that's like when you have the arc hits something in the center of it.
Mhm. So it is made by an arc. It will be always made by an arc, right? So, and its vertex will be the center of the circle. That's the vertex. That is the center of the circle. And it is made by, let's say it is made by this arc. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, let's say this angle measures 60 degrees. Okay.
Okay.
And then we say that length of this arc is also 60 degrees. This arc, we measure the arcs in two ways. One is you can measure it using length, like, this is 5 centimeters or 3 centimeters. The other way is we also measure the arcs in terms of degrees. So whatever is the measurement of the angle, the same will be the arc length. Okay, 60
Okay.
degrees. Whatever is the angle, that will be the length of the arc. So
Oh,
if you look at the question, some of the questions, and whatever is the arc, that same will be the angle. So if you look at number 9 and 10, it says, find the measure of the arc or the angle indicated. Assume that lines which appear to be diameters are actual diameters. Okay, that means they're saying that this line, it appears to be a diameter. So we can assume that they are the actual diameters. Okay, so you see the question marks?
yeah.
Okay, let's. So this question mark means that we want to find out this angle. So can you tell me how much is this angle? This
So,
one. Hmm, go
wait,
on.
what are you saying?
I was saying this 120 degrees is this arc. This arc measures 120 degrees. So that will also be this angle.
Oh, so is that like a rule for circles?
Yes. But whenever it works only when you have a central angle, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
So does
so
that mean,
don't. Hmm.
so then for number 10, would 123 also be the measure of the arc?
Yes. Now, this looks easy, but how you make a mistake in these type of questions, how do students make mistake? Let's say this is an arc and you have to find out this angle, this angle. Can you tell me how much will be this angle?
I want to say 60, but it might be a trick because it's not the center.
Exactly. This is not the central angle. Only the central angle will be 60. So if you have this is the central angle, that will be 60, okay? This will be 60. And our next concept is based on finding out this angle, how much will be this angle, but we'll come to that later. Okay. Number 10, you said 123. Good. Okay. I think you will be able to do these questions. Let's see, can you tell what will be the measure of angle SPQ? SPQ, SPQ. Okay, SPQ is this angle.
Okay. So that would be 86.
No.
Wait. Oh, I see. Okay. So half of
86 is this. 86 is this portion. Hmm.
um hmm,
86 is this. So you can say that this angle is 86, only
yeah.
this portion, this much, only this
Yeah.
much.
And since it's on a line, would it be equal to 180?
Which one?
Since like the angle's on like a line, would it be equal to 180?
Which angles are you saying? Can you name them?
Yeah, like the other like red and other orange angles, the ones that are like between the U, T, and S.
You mean this angle will be 180?
Like would since on a line, would those all equal up to 180? So if we would have 86, we just do 180 minus 86.
No, I don't see any line. I'm not sure which line you're referring to. Can you name the angles?
Uh, like I was like thinking like the angle that like you just choose on a line, maybe
Yeah,
equal
yeah.
180.
Yes, you're right that if you have a line and you have angles like this, so this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle, they will all be 180. But here, I don't see any line.
So it's
I
not a
just,
straight line. It's kind of like a curves, like
yeah,
lines.
it's not just straight. From you're saying, are you saying from Q to R?
No, from Q to S.
No, that's not straight line. Okay, see, Stephanie, so in every question, you have to use all the information. You have not used this information and this information.
Oh, so if I have 154 here, that means that the central angle there will be 154.
Yeah, this angle is 154, right?
And then if I have 60, the other central angle will be 60.
Yes.
And since 60, S between SR and US look equal, would that side also be 60?
Which one will be equal? Wait, so 154. This is 60.
Since US and S between the US and SR they look like equal, would that side also be 60?
We cannot say that with certainty. It could be. They have already given these markings, this and this. That means these two are equal. Okay, I'll tell you another concept that you need to find out the missing angles. So in a circle, you know what is the total angle, like total angle. Have you done the concept of total angle?
Would it be 360?
360. Yes, yes, yes. So here, this is 60, this is 154, this is 86. So you just have to find out this missing piece. So you can subtract everything from 360. So 360 minus 60 minus, sorry, plus 154 plus 86. That will give you all of this, these two angles combined. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then SPQ, you know, SPQ is this angle.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, so I would just have to do the 60 minus all the angles that I already have.
Mhm. That will give you this portion.
Oh. So Let me put my calculator. So it's 60 plus 86 plus 84. So there'll just be 60.
60?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now you can add 86 and 60. That will be angle SPQ.
So 86 plus 60, 146.
146. So that will be the answer. Okay. Now, although we are doing circles, but here the questions will test all of your previous concepts as well. For example, now if you see number 14, you have to find out measure of angle, excuse me, MIJ. MIJ. So this is M, this is I, and this is J. So that means you have to find out this angle.
Okay, so we have the arch JK 55. So that angle at the center point be 55. And then if we have, can I do it based on like congruence? Because like I would think that ML would also be 55, but we don't have that information. So
So no, it will
oh,
also
the line
mm,
180 minus
a
55.
line. Yes, this time we have a line MK. You see, this is a line from M to K,
Yeah,
and it is divided by this thing. So this is 55. So this one will be 180 minus 55. Okay.
so 125.
Mhm. Okay. Now, now you have you have to find out the value of x, and these questions are also based on the same concept. Like if you see, let's take a difficult one, number 18. We have to find out the measure of angle VST. VST. That means we have to find out this angle.
Hi.
Okay, but we don't know any actual degrees. We have everything in terms of x.
So that means to kind of find angle VXT, that means that um the angle TSU would be negative 7 equals 2. The angle
Mhm.
VXU would be negative 2 x minus 3. It's set to 360. I think that we would do an equation where we set it like equal to 360. I'm just a
Very
bit
good.
having a hard time on how that equation would look. So I'm pretty sure it would look something like negative 27 x minus 3 plus, or how would that equation
There's
look?
there's just one more thing. They have given these markings. This you see, whenever you see these markings, this marking and this marking, that means these two angles are same.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So whatever is this angle, so this is negative 27x minus 3. So this angle is also negative 27x minus 3. Okay.
Hmm.
Now when you add all of them, that will be equal to 360. So negative, now add all of them, negative 37x plus 2 plus, I'm going to say 2 times this one, minus 27x minus 3. This is equal to 360.
Mhm.
So from here, can you find out the value of x?
Yeah, so if I do 2 times negative 27, let me put my calculator. I get negative 54, and then if I do 2 times the negative 3, I get negative 6. So I mean negative 54x uh, times no, minus the negative 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then minus 37x plus 2, that is equal to 360. Okay, we will not solve it. So I'm assuming that you will be able to find out the value of x from this equation.
Yeah, I'll just do the like terms, and then I would just figure out what that is, and then subtract it, basically, or add.
Exactly. But then what? That will not be the final answer.
I would have to plug
Final,
it in.
yes. We have to find out VST. VST is this.
Ah,
So you just have to plug in the value of x, okay?